Tesla has made an announcement on their X account. Attention Americans, up to $10,000 in interest on your auto loan is now deductible. You can stack this with your $7,500 federal tax credit. Quote, combined with zero gas and almost no maintenance, a Tesla saves you more money in the long run too. And so if you don't know what this is, because of the One Big Beautiful Bill, now auto loans can now be deducted if the vehicle is manufactured in or actually put together in the US as its last stop. And so of course, Tesla now qualifies. And so if you want to buy a Model 3, Model Y, SX, or even Cybertruck is 0% if you get the full self-driving. If you buy those other vehicles, yes, you'll pay 5.54%. But the good thing with that, I guess, is you'll be able to deduct that, some of that. But the one thing with this is that there is income limits to this. It's like under $150,000. And if you didn't know, when you deduct these type of things, when you deduct the interest, it's not actually one-to-one in terms of what you actually put into your pocket. And so it may sound like a great idea. I mean, at the end of the day, it's better than nothing, but also we do have the $7,500 that is ending. And you, at the end of the day, you do have to pay interest to be able to get this deduction. And if you have to pay 5.54% interest to get any sort of deduction like this, I don't think it's going to be worth it. I mean, it isn't worth it at all. And so the quick math for this, like if you're buying a Model Y at 5%, you're going to be paying about $7,000 in interest, which to you, for your money in your pocket for savings, that's going to be about $1,500 in actual savings, money in your pocket. If you don't believe me, I actually asked Grok the same thing here. And Grok actually responded with a little bit of a fact check because I wanted to make sure we're on our money with the different numbers here. And so here's what Grok had to say. For a $50K Model Y loan at 5% over 60 months, monthly payment is around $944. Total interest, $6,614. You can see all the different monthly, year or yearly breakdowns of the interest. And you can see if you're making 100K as a single earner at a 22% marginal rate for taxes, you'll save, which money in your pocket, $1,389 in taxes that you don't have to pay that or for the course of the 3 or 5 years or whatever it is. And so, but the thing with this is that you do have to pay interest to get that money back. And so your net gain here is going to be about $5,000 in whole. So really, it's not going to be a good look at all. Now, I do agree it's better than nothing, but hopefully this is not Tesla's direction here in trying to hype this up. And hopefully this is a very short-term thing because you all know we want 0% interest or even 1.99% financing for the Model 3. And if we have to purchase at 5%, I think a lot of you out there are not going to be wanting to buy this. Now, of course, this would be a different story if Model Y goes to like 1.99% and we get to deduct like a little bit off of that, then that might be a little bit better. But at this moment, paying 5, 6, whatever percent it is to purchase a Tesla and being able to deduct it is not going to be a good look. But let us know what your thoughts on it. Let us know what you're thinking. We're going to jump into the live stream comments, but in other Tesla interesting news, we've got a Model Y, probably a performance version, being spotted around in the US as well. Don't know which area this is, but most likely it's going to be California. And this is the thing here, because we are waiting for this Model Y performance, but this could be the Model Y performance. This could be, I mean, probably not, but there is that Model Y longer seated version, the 6-seater version that we talked about yesterday. This is most likely a performance, but both of them have that spoiler in the back. So it could be really confused to see which one it actually is. And speaking of that Model Y 6-seater, I mean, thinking through it, this is what it potentially could look like as the seating configuration on the interior. And you can see if you've got 2 kids or 1 kid with a baby seat, is going to make a lot more sense to be able to have the baby seat in the 2nd row and access the 3rd row after that. And so let us know if this is something that you're more interested in versus like a Model X or anything like that. In other news with the Tesla diner, it seems like they're getting slower to getting opened. It seems like they maybe have done like a employee type of release or whichever. You can see all the different lights and layout. So it's going to be an exciting time when this actually comes out. And it seems like there's also a little bit of a menu here. We can see burgers, fries, chicken wings, hot dogs, and milkshakes. The question I have is it going to be served by the Optimus robot? Because that would be pretty cool, especially because they put that 24 hours 24/7 hours on the actual Tesla diner. And then speaking of the van we talked about yesterday, I mean, take a look at this concept of the Tesla Terra van. I mean, I think I would want to buy something like this, especially if it started at like 69,420 with 1,000 estimated miles. Okay, that's a little bit stretching it there, but I mean, Cybertruck would be a cool one if they just made that into a bigger type of Tesla vehicle at the end of the day. But let us know what your thoughts on it. Let us know what you're thinking.
If you're planning on financing your Tesla, then there's one thing you need to do before you even apply: protect your credit. Seriously, because here's the wildest part. Bank of America just had a data breach recently, and they didn't even tell customers for a month. That means your social, your phone number, and your email could have already been out there, and you'd have no clue. Most companies wait on average of 277 days to report a breach. That's 9 months where your identity is exposed and you're the last to know. That's why I use Aura, today's sponsor. Aura constantly scans the dark web and lets me know if anything tied to me shows up: my social, bank info, or any of my personal information. And that's not just for breaches. There's so many different tools I use with Aura. Want to reduce those pesky spam calls? Aura's got it. Want to remove your data like your addresses, phone numbers from those sketchy broker sites? Aura has that too. They will also include $5 million in identity theft insurance, and everything's packed into one clean app. You can try it free for 14 days at aura.com/DennisCW. I'll put that in the description as well. Don't wait until someone else tells you your data is at risk. That's like turning on Sentry mode after your car got keyed. Protect your credit before you apply. I'm doing it, and you should too.